Yo! I went out nice and early. That's fine. We're just happy to be here. We got so this is Div2 match 3. We got Shorty Wolf charged and oh god, is it laced? Yeah, laced surely. Laced TM. Charged and Shawnee are up there. Me and Laced were both underdogs faced on seeded position. They made short work of myself. I need to figure out the buttons for I must have to bind them. Switch in. What I'm looking at? I don't know. We'll just watch charge for the warm up. We're on Clueless, the nice whiskey map. We'll probably go to Lace Bean's point, say there should be the rear camera for this one. We'll drop. I'm memeing on the admins, to be honest. For good luck between the maps. Oh, let me put the pellets on. Okay, it's a precision start, but it's not the hardest precision start, especially when we compare it to the next map. Last and charged up there. Shawnee Wolf chilling at the back for now. They all seem to keep the gears pretty well. Oh, the touch from Lars there gives Shawnee Wolf the chance to take second. Let's see, drift there. I think it's a tap drift, yep. I think Shawnee may have overdone it. Charge seems to have a better go at it. Nice entry from Shawnee in the end, but I think he had to release to get there. Oh, that Lars coming back. Must be showing good pace. Risking very wide line for the speed there, but he's going to come back on nice. It's all going to come down to this ending. I think Lars, he knew he needed to push. Didn't quite get it in the end. I think I'm too slow to switch to see what's going on between Charge and Shawnee, but Charge gets to win. Shawnee coming second and Lars in third for that round. Oh. Let's see, sticking on board with Lars again. Well, we know they had a good start last round compared to Shawnee at least. It looks like they're going to start off ahead here. Oh, actually, nice tight line from Shawnee. Gives him a straight on into the grass. Lars looking at a dodgy angle for the gear. Something just to keep it though, making it look easy. Good drift from everyone there. Shawnee taking it quite wide, but managing to keep with it. Just feel like, based on Lars' comeback last round there, if he doesn't make a mistake, he might have the pace over Shawnee on this one. Oh, there we go. Charge getting an outside hit on the dirt there. Shawnee currently in the lead. Takes a wider line. Doesn't touch, so he should get the dividends from that. Laced coming in though with a good line on the plastic. So he takes it a bit safer this time. Might be happy with the second place. Charge second behind. Oh, no, that could be devastating for Lars. Luckily, this risky finish is one of the easier ones. And Lars still managing to get it before Charge comes in for the snipe. Good run there. 58.6, just after the off time. We can see the local records on the right. So not bad. 58.6, not bad at all. We know Charge is a really good player, puts the grind in as well. I think sometimes they suffer a little bit with consistency when it comes to rounds. Drops the gear there, but I think they're fine. Maybe everyone did, because Shawnee doesn't seem to have too much of a speed advantage coming out. Through the plastic. Last taking an inside line, trying to catch up to Charge there. Coming into the dirt, we saw Charge touch the outside on this on the previous round. Managed to keep it together this time. Oh, loses a bit of speed there. Manages to keep fourth regardless. Could do him well here. Last again, going for those inside lines, snipes in front for a little bit, but then the speed usually means whoever overtakes him back. That seems to be the case again here. Everyone with a decent finish. Great race, great race. Not the most... In fact, no, they were decent times as well. Semi PBs over a minute, but I'm not a very good benchmark. But yeah, even if I survived a bit longer, just on the pace alone, I'm nowhere near it. So we'll stay on board with charge for the start of this. Takes very sharp lines there. Lars seems to come out so well at the start every time. Charge maybe I would take a bit more angle than the wanted there, but keeping the gear. Same with Charge. What's happening with Shawnee out here? I think had a clip coming off the dirt, so if you're not familiar, that dirt turn where I'm talking about the gears at the start, the exit of it, if you don't get it right up on the outside bank, can really damage you. Looks like that might have happened to Shawnee, but maybe Lars had an issue as well, unless Shawnee's just full pushed. Now, presuming Lars had a small issue for Shawnee to be able to catch up like this. Looks like Shawnee's got a better approach through here, but maybe a bit wide there. Let's Lars retake over. Some interesting rounds here. We're getting a lot of position shuffling. Shawnee full pushing, touching the side, and it should be first for Charge, second for Laced, and third for Shawnee. And I apologise for calling Laced last. So we've been going out quite early. It means the points get lowered quicker than they usually would. First place usually doesn't get any point reduction until we're down to the 3. Now, if you want to talk about precision starts, this one is an absolute nightmare. We'll see how the players handle it. Like most precision starts give you a bit of leeway, this one really doesn't. Surely taking it really well there. Charge coming out with a speed though. I think we'll watch Charge on the next one, see what they're doing to get that speed. I'm presuming just stayed a bit more outside on the dirt. I wasn't sure if that was the right approach, but the only time I looked at records on this map was within kind of 2 hours of it coming out, so the ones that I thought were right might not be right anymore. So it's warm up round, so it doesn't matter that Charge bunked off there. Showing me good speed. Let's have a look, taking them nice and tight here. What they're going to do is they're going to try and turn heavy soon and then straighten back up a bit on the plastic, because that's the best way to keep the gear. Comes up. Now the line I saw in the replays for this, yes, was inside on this first into outside here. Obviously try not to hit that wall so you can keep gear 4. You can, if you lose the gear, you still can get the risky if you take the exit nice. Shawnee practicing the safe finish there. Okay, we're on with Charged, I think. Yeah, so we'll see what he does at the start here. Seem to be behind and then come out with so much more speed. Okay, precision. Anyone gonna mess it up? Oh, yes, just about. Yeah, Charge taking that full outside dirt, cutting in with all the speed in the world. Very nice. Good angle here. Tap drift, I believe. Yeah, I think the 2 taps is the strat. Trying to keep gear 4 through here can be a bit of a struggle at times. Yep, Charge getting the tap, trying to keep that gear, risking it a little bit too much. Not losing too much time, but he's going to get into gear hull now, and we can see that. This map is very punishing, I think, when you lose speed at the exact spot Charge did, because you get those jumps, and if you don't get the landing how you want them, then you do start to struggle. Let's move up to Lars here. Looks like there's a battle for first place going on, coming up near to the end. Let's have a look. Lars coming in with speed, maybe a bit too inside there, so Shawnee should have the speed to carry this one to the finish. It does look like Lars caught up a little bit, but it weren't going to be enough. You see the local records on here, we're looking about 101.2. Really good time from Shawnee there, beating the author time. Oh, I forgot to drop the good luck. I've ruined it. De-memed. We get the Charge taking it very tight. Lars trying to take that one tight and missing it. We'll see Charge get that outside line again, coming with all the speed. I think has to release a little bit by the sounds of it there. Oh, let it get into his head. He struggled through this bit last time. Loses the gear still from that dodgy entry, but looks like he's going to catch up a bit here. Better line through the grass. Coming in, good jump. Charge taking it a bit more inside. I believe that's the strat, but it doesn't seem to have made a major difference at this point. Yeah, Charge does have a good drift through there. He has to release again though. I did not realise that Laced is currently on last chance as well. I might have added the pressure a bit with that start. You don't want to have to release the precision start when you're on last chance, but it's kind of how the cookie crumbled there, so GG from Laced. This could be interesting. Let me check. What break the recording here? Let me check the seeding positions. So we're currently on week 3. So Charged seeded 3rd and Shawnee Wolf seeded 2nd. So it should be a close battle here. You can see Charged lagging behind quite a bit. Possibly my fault with going out early. We'll see. Charged does have the good start. This is, you see, I say Charged can have a problem with consistency sometimes, but I think relatively they don't. It's just we know Charged potential did really well last season in BIPL also. So they're coming in with high standards, but we can say the same with Shawnee with that 2nd seed in Division 2. Charged flying away there. Perhaps Shawnee Wolf had a bit of a mare at some point. Really tight on that. I think once you've made a mistake, you can almost push a little bit harder because you haven't got too much to worry about at that point. You've already kind of lost it. We'll stay on board with Shawnee for this one. Hopefully Charge can make a bit of a comeback. It's not too far behind, but as you say, there's only a 4-point difference, so he's almost definitely going to become last chance first. But we want to see a double last chance for the content. See, any trouble on the precision start? Charge is definitely going to be feeling pressure at this point based on the points. He's going to want to take as many victories as he can, especially on this map where he seems to be fairly consistent. Has a really good start. Pretty much every round that is for Charge. This bit's been the bit he's struggled on the most. We'll see. Gets a little clip there. Presuming kept the gear, we can't see, but I imagine they did. See, they both got slightly different lines through that. Surely jumps a little bit further to the right. Does seem to be gaining on Charge here. Both of them have good drifts through this section. Take it nice and close. Surely maybe with the speed here. I don't know if it'll be enough. Yes, takes more of that inside line there. But then Charge comes out with the speed again. Okay. That's it. Yeah, I'm more of a Shawnee line for that jump to the dirt. Jumping a bit more left, but it didn't seem to make too much difference between them. Because this is the new map for this week, so you do see lines evolve over the weeks. See a couple of different ones coming into play there. This is my beautiful safety car. I was really hoping more people would crash the ice on this map to keep me in, but unfortunately everyone seemed to be beating my personal best every round. Interesting left turn at the start from Shawnee there. That's not something I thought was a strat. Probably gets you that tighter line though. One thing we noticed watching this map last week is he passed Great doing a release on the jump up. Seems to be more comfortable with it. I've implemented it a couple of times. I don't think I'm at the level where it really makes too much of a difference. Both the players want to skip this map for the very controversial ice, but I'll be upset if they start crashing it now. Because saying that, I think I did throw around where perhaps one of the players did mess up on the ice, and then I messed up in a place I'd never messed up before. I can't even remember where, just touching a wall further on. So I can't complain about people not messing up the ice when I'll mess up later on in the map, even if I can do the ice fairly consistent. See, Shawnee releasing there, losing the gear. Surprised Charge doesn't come blazing through. Seems to have better gearing, might use that speed to take over imminently. Good speed from Charge. He had a really good line for the jump. Manages to keep a lot of his speed on the landing. Comes to the ice here. We'll see what goes on. Good lines from both the players there. It looked like Shawnee was going to get the takeover, but I think Charge had more speed regardless of the inside line from Shawnee. Not the best from Shawnee there. I think maybe knowing they need to full push to catch up with Charge on that one. And Charge is on a good run to make this comeback happen. So I really can't be bothered to do the maps, but it's going to be close if Charge keeps winning. Not much between them now. Okay, first real test of the map is this, keeping gear 4. See both the players managed to keep it nicely there. We'll take a bit of the left dirt to get a better line through here. Surely does not take that left dirt, which means he manages to survive it pretty well, but surely Charge has got the speed. I don't know what happened to Charge there, there must have been a mistake. Because he seems to take the dirt line so much better. So for him to still be behind. Trying to take that inside line popularised by Burnt Bagels. Doesn't quite pull it off on that occasion. Now's probably not the time to be trying to introduce new ice lines. Let's see how to do on the dirt. You know if you've done it good if you keep gear 4 the whole way. Oh, that's what happened to me in rounds. Generally it feels like you come off the dirt straight and get your right turn, but I don't know, it happened to me earlier, it happened to Charge there where I just didn't seem to get the turn going. That could be a crucial loss for Charge there, just as they were making their comeback. They're going to be on last chance very soon. In fact, if Charge wins the next 2 in a row, I believe they'll go last chance at the same time, so that'll be maybe on Charge's mind if they're doing the maths. I think that's potentially a double gear loss, or Shawnee might have kept it. We'll stay with Charge at the rear here. It does better on that occasion. Maybe jumps a little bit too far right, going to make this a bit harder for themselves. No, manages to take that turn, very nice. We'll see. Still going quite inside on the ice, pulls it off on this occasion. We'll see how that does it on the splits. Gains another 10th on Shawnee there. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. We'll switch to Shawnee. Looks like a really good dirt line from both players there, keeping a lot of speed. Shawnee still losing the gear. I think these are going to be good times, surely. 57 O's, yep. Almost a full second on my PBs. The local records do contain Division 1 players that were on this server last week, so 56-1 is a very solid world record, and you can see even third is another half second pretty much, almost on top of that. Shawnee, yep, taking a better dirt line on this occasion. Charge taking a better one by the looks of it though, still got the speed. Charge takes that very left there, that's so risky. I don't know how much he gains them either. We'll see the ice there. See. Oh, 2 inside by Shawnee there, couldn't recover it. a bit better on the second try, but that's going to put them both, I think, onto last chance. Unless Charge manages to royally screw up. Fully safe in the dirt up there. Make sure he doesn't touch that outside wall. I might even go for safe if I was Charged there, yep. You don't want to do that drop down. You want to land straight on the drop down there. Otherwise, you lose so much speed. It is a fairly easy, risky finish, providing you land straight on the drop down. Look, if you land straight, you're pretty much good to go. If you land at a slight angle, then it's not worth risking when you've got such a lead. You did, was it? My memory's too bad to know who was better on this map the last time round. We'll see. Charge does takes a lot of those outside lines for the speed, where Shawnee seems to go a bit more inside on some. It usually seems like it's evening out. Get the double tap drift. I think a couple more taps there from Shawnee. I cannot do that line. For the heck of it, you can see how risky it is there. It's only warm up, but Shawnee hitting the outside. I make a lot of concessions to try and be consistent in rounds, like not even trying for that 4th gear. Doesn't work out because I think there's not much pressure on the players when there's 4 people left in. Maybe if I made it to a later round, I would do a little bit better with the pressure on people. We already good looked them, but then it switched maps, so we'll go again. And this is it. All roads down to this. They've had the one warm up. Very similar lines on that occasion. Charge just edging ahead. A lot of it could come down to this turn right here. Shawnee seems to take it so inside, but still manages to keep the gear. Got the double tap there from Shawnee. Little release for safety. Might have not needed it, but you can't knock the man for doing it. So often these finals are settled on a crash. I'm not a good enough player to know he's got the speed coming through here, but Shawnee looks like he's got a good line. Bit more inside than Charge. Charge doesn't hit the wall. He's going to have the speed because Shawnee gave up the gear. Coming down to the last turn. Oh, Shawnee had a really good plastic. It's going to come down to the sausage. Shawnee's just flew ahead and takes the victory. Really well played. Great race. Really well played from Shawnee there. Let's have a look at the... do we have the leaderboard? Okay, you can't see it. But basically Charge and Shawnee had both won both of their matches. Week 1 and week 2. So now that gives Shawnee the edge. That could be massive for Charged, who now is not completely undefeated. Oh wait, am I reading that right? Charged 4-4... are we on week 3 or 4? Surely the points haven't updated that fast. Yeah, they have. Fair play. The points have like instantly updated. So now Charged is 3rd place in the leaderboard. You've got Vig, Q and Shawnee Wolf, both undefeated. They've won all 3 weeks. Charged is in 3rd place now with 11 points, getting 4 week 1, 4 week 2 and just getting 3 on that occasion. Well played. So Charge is still up there. There's only 2 players. Has Charged faced Vig yet is the question, I think. Let's have a look. Because that might be what seals top 2. So week 1, no. Week 2, no. Week 3, no. So Charged is against Vig next week, is seed 1. And that could be a big decider. Nice. I'll leave you to it. And peace.